Hello, everyone. It's Charlton. There was a shooting in Westminster, which is like 14 miles outside of Denver, northwest of it. Four people injured, two adults and two children, but the identities aren't released. There was a manhunt for somebody, a person of interest. This happened around 3 p.m. Colorado time. And then they did locate the person of interest at about 6 p.m. They were looking for a Toyota, this vehicle right here. And they had a license plate and everything. And but this person who was in this vehicle was taken into custody without incident. It's a person of interest, and we're still waiting to find out an identity of this person. It says on the Westminster Police Twitter feed, "We are the only source of official information. We will release information on person of interest if this person turns into a suspect." They found that person in Castle Rock, which is south of Denver, probably, I don't know, about 30 or 45 minutes from or further from where Westminster is up here. And he was found on I-25. I think a wildlife official or officer noticed the vehicle once they put it out. They were looking for him. And the shooting happened around 3 p.m. in the parking lot of Cedarwood Square. There's several witnesses account. There's businesses everywhere. I'll show you a couple different witness accounts and video from the Skycam. So, but it's not real. Definitely, some serious injuries. But the condition of the persons that were taken to the hospital, two adults, two children, is not hasn't been released. And I don't know, the witness accounts, one woman talked about a child coming over saying her mommy got shot in the ear. But it didn't sound as though that child was injured, So I'll play that in a sec. It says here's one of the witness accounts. Steve Hamilton told the Denver Post he was in a nearby bar when he heard gunshots. He went outside and found a man suffering from multiple gunshot wounds and his clothes saturated in blood. He was very coherent, Hamilton said. He was very calm. Noel Wygant said he heard shots and saw the same victim bleeding and leaning against a building in an alley. His whole right side definitely was saturated in blood. Here's a woman who I was just describing, talked about the young boy who came over, and she said she had seen somebody in the bushes who was being worked on, I think, by medical personnel, emergency personnel, getting CPR. She thought 3 people were injured.
To the side, and he's like, "I'm really scared. She got shot in the ear, in the face, or in the ear." And then he said, "I want to call my dad," and I helped him call his dad.
Now, that woman, Nancy Garcia, estimated that the boy was about 10 years old. She saw another child who may have been injured. She estimated that girl was about 7 years of age. She saw 2 adults that apparently were injured. Now, police tell us there were...
So, 2 adults, two children, but it's not real clear if the children were shot. We just don't know. And again, they haven't released any information on the identity of the person of interest.
Heard the gunshots. One even said he saw a man who was up against the wall. He had been shot in the chest, but that man did seem coherent. Right now, it's unclear exactly what happened, but this is a huge crime scene. They've actually taped off Comfort Dental as well as the neighboring business, which is the Cedarwood office complex. That's where officers tell me the actual crime scene is. They tell me it happened in the parking lot of the Cedarwood office complex. Details are continuing to flow in right now, and they're just trying to manage those and then relay them to the media. So we're relaying them to you as we hear them, and we're going to continue to check in. They tell me there's some road closures that you can see.
And here's some Skycam footage of what she was just talking about, the Cedarwood office complex. And there's markers here where it looks like, people were shot, possibly, I think. Here and here, there's several markers. And there's police everywhere. here and here. So, you know, but we still do not know the identity of the person of interest and whether or not that person is an actual suspect, or the condition of the 4 people that were shot, the 2 adults and 2 children. You know, it's in the parking lot of a dental office. Whether or not it was random or you know, targeted, it would seem odd if it was random, but again, we just don't know. And the person of interest gave themselves up without incident. You know, according to the Denver Post, it says the suspect was captured after a state wildlife officer noticed the black Toyota Corolla wanted in connection with the shooting driving south on I-25 near Arapahoe Road, said Colorado State Patrol Trooper Gary Cutler. The wildlife officer called in the vehicle, and the State Patrol, along with the Douglas County Sheriff's Office, were able to get in position to stop the car. They got the suspect in custody without incident. More than 20 people witnessed the shooting, with patrons of other nearby businesses describing multiple gunshots in an area heavily saturated with bars, retail stores, and 2 dentists' offices. This is all very upsetting. And, you know, that's the story there for now. We just don't know a lot more, but it seemed like a pretty major incident. And that's it, man. All right, thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me a like down below. And I'll see you in the next video. Later, man.